You know, I may get some flack for what I'm about to say. I may get my family, some members of my family teasing me, which they constantly do at times. I may get some other people berating me and all that. But you know, I'm not the only one that probably gets that. Because you see, just like many here on YouTube, many at DevinArt.com, many at the various Sonic sites out there, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, I'm a fan of this character, Princess Sally Acorn. Just like I'm a fan of these two characters, Sonic the Hedgehog and Amy Rose Hedgehog. Yes, I am a fan of Amy. But let me explain why I'm a fan of this character right here, so I can get it out of my system. The reason someone like me, that has a beard, has some gray hairs, 32 years of age, is a fan of this character is because, ladies and gentlemen, 18 years ago this character made their debut. 18 years ago on comics and on television, this character here made their debut. Now you might say to yourself, well, that's a long time, almost 20 years. Well, you're damn right it's 20 years. But you see, I'm not the only one that's been a fan of this character for 20 years, or near 20 years. There's been a lot of people that have been fans of her. I mean, tons. It's like I said, you go to DevinArt.com, you go to Facebook, you go to Twitter, you go to MySpace, and there are pages, there are groups, there are clubs, you name it, that are dedicated to this character. And it shows you just how strong the fan base is for this character. With this very character right here. Alright? You want to know how strong it is? Ask nostalgia critic Doug Walker. I've mentioned this before and I'll say it again. Doug Walker, when he was looking up information for Sonic SatAM, for Sonic's first Saturday morning series, when he was looking up information for him, for his Saturday morning series back in '93, he said that he Googled Sonic SatAM in Google, right? He Googled it. Well, when he Googled it, he said a lot of pictures of her showed up. A lot of fan art. And he even described that some of them were kind of like parodies and similarities to what you see in Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions. And in his quote, when he saw this, to quote him, he was like, "Holy shit deal." And he says this on his commentary for his review on both Sonic shows. But he quoted that he said while researching for the review, "Holy shit," when he saw that. Because as he found out himself, and still acknowledges, the fan base for this character is a huge one. Is huge. And it makes you right now it makes you wonder why many fans write into the comic, many fans email the comic, many fans fax the comic, and are basically hoping that the comic book writer right now in his current story arc doesn't do what many fans fear he will do. But yes, truth be told, getting back to what I was saying, I am a fan of Princess Sally, but I'm not the only one. The title up there will probably say something like, "I am one of many. I am one of many fans of Sally's." Or I am one, yeah, it'll probably say something, hopefully if it fills up, "I am one of many Princess Sally fans." Now, does me being a fan of her mean that I hate Amy Rose? No, I don't hate Amy Rose. I'm a fan of Amy's. It's true. I am a fan of this character. As a matter of fact, I've gone out on record and said that the best version of Amy that I like is Sonic X. I mean, the comic book one is good, but the Sonic X one was great. I don't know where else you could talk about a better version of this character than Sonic X. I am a fan of her, so don't think I'm not. Don't think I'm not a fan of this character, because I am. I don't hate the character, and quite honestly, I may get some flack from many people watching. If Ian decides, you know, hey, let's put these two together finally, then that's his decision, but we all know that's not going to happen. But if he was deciding to do that, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, yes, this is what I grew up on. This is what I grew up on for 18 years. I've known for 18 years as the main romantic couple out of the franchise. This is what I know. As many people do. Many people. But the thing is, folks, I'm going on record and telling you right now, it's not going to matter to me even if it's temporary, he does this. But I don't know if he will or not. Because many fans have said that he's a strong fan of this character. He's very strong. But we don't know that yet. We don't know if he's a strong character or not. You know what I mean? We don't know that. But again, getting back to what I was talking about, this character has been around for 18 years, longer than Amy has publicly than Amy. Alright? She's been around longer publicly than Amy. But the truth is, but what I'm saying is, again, I am coming out and telling you right now, I am a fan of the character. I am a fan of the character. Now, would I be disappointed if Ian does something that would drastically change the character, or off the character, if you will? Yeah, I might be a little disappointed. I mean, I'll come out and say this because I've said it before. When Ken Penders did what he did in Endgame, I was pissed. But when I read the 50th issue, read the end of it, I was like, oh, thank God. And then further along, reading why he did it, or why the ending was what it was, I found out that, hey, Ken may have thought he had some pull, but he was wrong. You know, it's kind of like with what Ian Flynn's doing right now. A lot of people feel he's going to probably get in trouble. But we don't know that yet. We don't know that. And I've even come out and said, I've said this on message boards and everything, I listed 5 things that could happen. One of the 5 things that could happen should Ian take this character and have her rest in peace, if you will. You know, kind of take her like this and have her rest in peace, or whatever he does. I've already indicated that one of the things that's going to happen, and a lot of people at the Mobius forums can argue with me on this, but my opinion as a long-term fan is that a lot of fans are going to start turning towards the box set that was released in 2007. And a lot of them are going to start doing what a lot of fans have done since the SatAM series ended, and they're still continuing it today, and that's make web comics on what they feel the direction, I should say, they feel the comic should have gone in after 225, heck, even after 222. But I don't know that yet. It all hinges, I should say, on what Ian does. But if he is a fan of, if he is one of the many, like myself, that's a fan of this character, many believe he's not going to do nothing to her. But you want to know how popular this character is? This character, I mean, look what's in front of you. This is a rare, as they call it, collectible plushie. A rare collectible plushie, which my family has teased me about. I've had my oldest sister, who's 4 years older than me, go into my closet one day with my teenage nephew, because we had a little family get together one night, and grab her out, or he did, I don't know. And yeah, again, like I say, my family still teases me about that, but you know what? I take it in stride because I know they're just messing with me. That's their way of showing that they love me, and they kind of understand that, yeah, it's kind of unusual for me to be a fan of this character, of a character like this, but you know what? I'm not the only one. You know why I'm not the only one? I'll tell you why. There's someone here on YouTube who's also on DeviantArt that, believe it or not, she actually, I guess along with help from her family, or one of the members of her family, saved up enough money to make herself her very own Sally fursuit. I'm not joking, folks. She even does a video where she's putting it on the head after she has the whole costume on, the whole body part on. She puts it on the head. And if people are willing to be, if fans are willing to do that, if fans are willing to show their love and support for a character like this, that they have had for 18 plus years, then I don't know what. Then I don't know what else. I mean, there's even somebody that I was watching a video last night. There's even somebody that makes custom action figures or custom little figurines. Well, he made not one but two Sally figurines. One was a little smaller than his Sonic figurine. Okay, one was smaller than this. So he decided, well, actually not smaller, but bigger. One was actually a little taller than his Sonic figurine that he had ordered. So what he did is he went out and he bought, not bought, but he ordered an Astro Boy figurine that you can pull together and all that. And then by using some clay that he had and some paints and all that, and I guess being sort of an expert at this, he turned that Astro Boy figurine into a 3-inch tall Sally figurine, which fit about the same size as this one. It shows you, again, how dedicated fans are, how dedicated and supportive of this character fans are. And again, I'm not the only one. You can look here on YouTube. There's a lot of Sally fan vids out there, including mine, but there's a lot of others. They either go by the name of fan vids, tributes, whatever. You know, and again, you go on DeviantArt.com, you go here on YouTube, there is a person that made herself a very own, and I mean this, very own Sally fursuit. And that's not a lie. That is not a lie. And you know, you can go, heck, you can go all over the internet. You can go all to the various Sonic sites out there, and there'll be people that will come out and tell you that they're fans. Yeah, some fans are not happy with the direction or the writing direction of the character right now in the comics, but they're still fans. You know? And you know, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, Google her name, you'll see various pictures. I mean, it just shows you how strong the fan base is for this character. You know, there's a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but there are some fans out there that have this plushie just like I do. And most of them, like me, bought this off eBay. I bought this off eBay, I believe, for what? $250. And they probably go more now because of probably what's going on in the Genesis story arc. But yeah, I bought this for $250. And you know how I got this? I was living in Kansas. Alright? And I was working and everything, and I had the money. And I looked, and they had this on auction. And for the past few days, I kept bidding and bidding and bidding until I became the highest bidder at the end, and for $250, I got this. Now you might say, well, that's a lot of money. You know what, believe it or not, there are people that spend a lot more for this than I do. I mean, there's various sizes. There's a size smaller than this. There's a huge size, I think, which Mr. Richard Kunta has. You know, people will pay money for something like that because that's rare. You don't see that here in the States. That was only sold in Australia. And that's where I got it from. Australia. Yep, down from the down under, mates. That's where I got it from. But again, it just shows you how popular this character is with the fan base, and how much, I guess in a way then, and possibly still now, how much Sega looks at this character, if they're willing to let a plushie based on her character be made. I mean, I look on here on YouTube, and there's various people when they show off the Sonic collections, which is not just a comic book, but comic books and action figures and figurines, but the collections of like what, t-shirts maybe that they wear, or even cups. And some of the cups that some of these fans have in their collections, folks, are cups that you can get off eBay that have her picture on them, and they have Coca-Cola on the side. There's like a little zippy cup in her, designed after her. I mean, again, it just shows you how popular the character is and how strong the fan base is. If people are willing to go on eBay or iOffer or wherever and get this character, or get anything on this character. So again, just as I stated at the beginning of this video, yes, I am a fan of Princess Sally Acorn. I am a fan. I'm not denying that. But again, here's the thing. I'm not the only one. There's various people, many people, lots of people, huge percentage of people here on YouTube that's a fan of this character. Google, you'll see a lot. Google her name, Princess Sally Acorn, whatever, you'll see a lot. Go to DevinArt.com, you'll see a lot. Okay? Go to Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, you'll see groups, with her name, with her, that are dedicated to this character, you name it. Alright? So, again, yes, I am a fan. I'm not denying that. But am I willing to accept what could happen to her? Yeah, I might be a little disappointed if maybe she gets killed off, or I might be a little disappointed if maybe, let's say, they turn her evil, even temporarily, if not for one issue, or a few issues. Yeah, I'd be a little disappointed. But you know what? I'm willing to accept it because I always know good, as they say, even in comics, good triumphs over evil. And it's like I said, in various videos, I've said it in the message boards, this Genesis story arc, and her being the central focal point of it, if you will, is going to make or break Ian Flint's career. We're going to find out. You know, some people are saying that sales are up and everything. You know, he's doing a better job than Ken. Yeah, I'll give him credit. Maybe he's doing a little bit of a better job than Ken. But the question is, will he make or break with this story? That's the only question. But again, in closing, just like I said at the beginning, I am a fan, but I'm not the only one. As the title says, I am one of many Princess Sally fans. I'm one of many fans of Princess Sally. So, comment down below if you like. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with what I said? And if you want to do a video response, go ahead, and I will talk to you all later.